Hi everyone, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. Yes, Aaron's here again and he's going to be, guess what, rating some fragrances. Ready?
Fantastic.
Well, here we are again.
Yeah.
This building that we're filming this video in was, I think we actually met the first time in this building, didn't we?
In the other room.
Yes, it was in the library room, which we couldn't use today.
No, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it feels like the most longest period.
Yeah.
And the shortest period. And when we came in here, it was a weird sense of deja vu. And yeah, I realized how much I've progressed as a human being in 2 years.
Yeah.
So it feels like a lifetime ago. It's kind of crazy to me.
It feels like a long time ago. I feel like a lot has happened, not only in our lives, on your channel, my channel. I think I was on 13,000 subs when we first did it, but also in the world, the pandemic. And so it feels like there's been about 5 years since we last were in here.
Yes.
But it's been 2, I can't believe that. Yeah. So we're gonna get into these. We've got 5 fragrances. He doesn't know what they're called, what they are. He's literally going to smell them. You all know what they are because you've seen the video title. They know, you don't at the moment. How do you feel about that?
Fantastic.
He loves it. He loves being surprised. And at the end, I'm going to tell Aaron exactly what all these fragrances are.
Let's do it.
Okay, right. So here we go, diving in with the first one. Name's on the screen. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what it's called. I feel like it's not lighting your emotions up, this one, straight away.
This smells like, so this is sandalwood based, so I do like it, but projecting off, I know what musk they're using, it's a wood based musk because it's sort of quite round. This smells like a cheaper version of sort of Leighton. It smells like, to me it smells like that, it sort of smells like, but Leighton has, or was it Herod? The other one. What's the one with that?
I'm wearing Herod today, actually. Maybe, maybe that's what you can smell.
Which is the one that's not patchouli based?
Herod's got Herod's the tobacco vanilla osmanthus.
Yeah.
One.
Okay, so that's that one. So this smells like a cheaper, a little bit lackluster version of it.
Right. Okay. It's definitely got Oriental vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? You like? Would you wear it? You like it?
It smells very sandalwood based. It's okay. I mean, it's nothing horrible about it. I think it's all right. I think it's. I can't imagine it being very expensive, to be honest with you. I think it's very nice. A bit of a Dale fragrance. It's been built to be a nice woody fragrance. I don't think there's anything particularly super exciting. Nothing original. It honestly reminds me of how Perfume Aaron builds stuff.
Right.
It's really, really similar. But Perfume Aaron is always. I love them because they're so strong, so long lasting. They're so good what they do. Yeah. And this feels a bit like Perfume Aaron on a budget.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, because obviously Perfume Aaron quite expensive, and you think this one not as expensive as something like that.
That's going to be long lasting though, so I think that's going to be a beautiful skin scent. I can't imagine it coming off and having that thing where it drifts behind. I kind of think it's going to be a very nice skin scent.
Right.
And I think quite quickly, personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
They're using a musk in that. A white musk, which is a clean musk. So that's apparent in there.
Okay.
A vanilla-y musk. It's quite vanilla-y wood.
Yeah, definitely vanilla-y, that one, sweet. Okay, next one.
Do you like all these?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, these are your style. So this is how I associate with you.
Yeah, okay, I mean, I bought these because I like them,
so I can, this is your
But I won't, if you don't like them, I won't be offended, you know.
No, I know you won't.
We'll have a fight afterwards, but not on camera. I won't be offended on camera.
This one is more vibrating than the last one. This one is not a skin scent. This one is, I kind of think, more lively. I think it's lemon and something, and then sort of dries down to a little. I think it's sort of nice, but I don't think you get more than 4 hours on it.
Okay.
That's what I kind of think. Bit leathery. It's like a leathery, like a shoe polishy sort of smell. Ebony sort of smell.
Yeah.
So it's got like a dark, woody, ebony, patchouli sandalwood sort of like thing. That's what I think.
Yeah. You're not far wrong, to be honest. What do you think? Do you like it? Does it smell cheap? Does it smell expensive?
No, I think these are nice. The musk they're using one called Ebnol in this one, and that smells of ebony. So this is like an ebony,
which is a dark wood, yeah?
Very dark wood. So this smells dark, woody, patchouli.
Yeah.
Slightly smoky. I think smoky is photonic.
Yeah.
Benzoin, vanilla, licorice sort of smell. It's like a sort of a dark dark oriental.
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you mean, very balsamic. I don't think licorice is a note, but I know exactly what you mean. It's got that dark sweetness to it, yeah.
I wouldn't wear that. It's a little bit too, slightly more bitter.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think they're both very nice.
Yeah, okay, right. Should we do some ratings? Sure. What would you have given that first one? I mean, these are just off the strips, they're not. And people say, oh, how can you tell when they're just on the skin? But we can't do them all on the skin.
So going back, I thought it smelled better. Smelling again, it smells, you can smell the Isoe Super in it. So it's, whatever it was, it's now sort of unraveling and it's sort of less complex and less naturals in it. Now all I can smell is that sort of cedarwood. So cedarwood sort of smell. I think a 7. I think it's okay.
A 7 for that one, yeah. And then the one that you just smelled, you smell
like this one.
We'll come back and smell them all briefly again at the end just to check your scores.
So smelling it a second time, I think they're done the same. So about 7.
About 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
If these had more projection, I kind of would love them more.
Yeah.
But they're quite flat.
Yeah.
Which is.
Well, you know what? You're right, because when you wear these, they are quite strong. But yeah, in terms of projection, they're not massive.
No.
Yeah. These two anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, on to the next.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Got a bit of construction work going on next door, so bear with us if you hear drilling and hammering. We'll try and get through it.
Buttery.
Okay.
It's like a buttery finish to it.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't like that one.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not...
Just a bit weak?
It's kind of not really doing much. I like bold, definite signature fragrance. And it's kind of not really doing much.
It is a bit more wishy-washy than the other two, I think.
Yeah, I
not quite
can't imagine that one's expensive. If that one's like above 100, I'll be absolutely gobsmacked.
Well, you will find out at the end. Right, okay. So, out of 10, what would you think?
6.
6? Yeah,
not for me at all.
All right. Now, let's see what you think about this one.
I don't like green fragrances, so I don't like geranium.
Spot on with the green.
Then that's personally, if you're going to do a green fragrance, I like it sort of rounded and softened. I don't like it when it's soapy, green.
It's a little bit of like this is a clue, maybe I shouldn't be giving him clues, but you would describe the smell as like sort of a bit bitter and spiky.
I think if you smelt this would sort of smell on someone, it would sort of smell clean and green. So I think if you love that type of clean, green, herbaceous, bright, but so soapy.
Right.
So I kind of admire that, where it smells, when you smell something, technically when you go, it smells of soap. This smells of posh soap. So this smells like of a gentleman's hand soap. I'm
not going to tell you what it is just yet, but some people say they like wearing this one for Christmas because it's got like that green, piney smell that you mentioned.
To me, it's quite, the top of it smells like quite latexy.
Yeah.
There's a latexy, green, banana-y, leafy top notes. This is very leafy on the top.
Yeah.
And then it's soapy, and then it has the almost like a nettly finish on the base.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that spiky green, nettly.
But there's some sweetness to it as well, I think. There's
you would absolutely have to sweeten that. You can.
Yeah.
It'd be unpalatable if it was just left like that.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
I love the soapiness because I think it's very cool to that.
Yeah.
I think that's a talent. I think perfumery is like, I still think I'm in awe of perfumers who can create this, but it's not for me. But I think the way you spent it, you go, that smells soapy green. I think that's, oh my God, it's such a skill. So difficult to create something that smells finished, but it smells of posh soap.
So technically you're saying well done fragrance, but it's not your particular style.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but absolutely not. It's not for me. It's not, I like stuff that's much more rounded, smooth, heavy, projecting, interesting.
Yeah, very soapy now. I've smelled it again, actually.
Super soapy. Right, yeah. You can sort of smell the bubbles in it, in the green, and the cleanness and the snappiness to it. Out
of 10? I mean, try and balance sort of how you think it's made technically and how you think it overall smells personally for you. So.
I think technically it's like, I think that when it's like, to create something that smells soapy, of like posh soap, I think is like phenomenal. I think that's like, I think it's brilliant. That's somebody who's just knows what they're doing, knows how to get aroma chemicals and essential oils and then assimilate them to smell finished. So I think that's like, I love perfumery. I think it's a gift and you have to work very hard and diligently. It's not for me at all.
Right.
Yeah, so I might get a 6. Kind of,
a 6, okay.
I don't like green soap.
So we've got 2 7s, 2 6s so far. On to the last one. Oops. Oh, there you go.
These all smell soapy. There's like a soapiness to it, which I think is tetralade. I think tetralade gives it the soapy finish to it. It's like, I think it has crystalline at room temperature.
Definitely a clean soapiness to this one, I agree, yeah.
Are these all like up-to-date releases?
They're not new releases,
Okay.
but they're ones that I think pretty much all of them they're still on the market, you can buy them, yeah.
Again, it's that green, soapy, snappy, definitely masculine. This smells of Radox. So this is a surfactant smell to it. So there's all clean, soapy.
So it's got that laundry sort of smell to
Laundry,
it with the Radox, yeah.
Exactly, Radox. But again, it's got that sort of bubblegummy, green finish to it.
Yeah.
Lemon.
A nice easy wear then, do you think, if it's clean, soapy, nice and easy to wear?
I think all these are very inoffensive,
yeah.
But I don't think they're groundbreaking. I kind of think you put it on and you were like, I would imagine these are really good for work, office. All these are really good office fragrances where you don't want to be inoffensive, you don't want to project something that's 30 feet out of the room. You kind of want something. I've learned that that's what people want. Sometimes people want something which is, you know, some people I've learned cannot wear stuff that's projecting.
Cut.
The dihydromercenol is very apparent in this because it's that green blue thing. I don't like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree on that because I think out of all these, it's possibly my favourite.
Yeah,
I think it's the one I could wear the most. It's the most versatile for me.
Let me go from again.
So quickly. So you gave this one, the first one was a 7. And they're probably going to have settled a bit. And sometimes when you come back to things and you smell a few other things, you've got a bit of a different perspective.
I quite like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like woody orientals. So, but it
is a good one. Yeah.
Palatable.
Yes.
I like these two. I think those two are nice.
Yeah.
One of them smells like that Bentley one, the silver one. Is that right?
I'll tell you at the end.
It smells similar because I thought that was brilliant for the price. So I think the Bentley one was like 30 quid, was it?
Bentley for Men Intense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, about 27 pounds, yeah.
And I kind of think all these are about that price. I can't imagine them being more. So I kind of think those two are similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right, so 7s for those.
Yeah.
Back to the...
But if they're cheap, this is going to be the caveat. If they are like 30 quid, the marks go up.
Yeah.
You get that, don't you? If the price is like massive, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All will be revealed at the end of the video.
Almondy. They're using heliotropin. So heliotropin is almond. It's almond smell. Mm-hmm. Precursor to MDMA. You have to have a home office license to handle it.
Do you?
Yeah, I have to have a home office. Yeah.
Okay. So you gave that one a 6. You weren't that impressed. Are you still thinking about the same?
I don't like it when things are very light. So when things are built on masses of ice super, you kind of get something which is not really has a good robust form. Yeah. And that's kind of
There's your spiky green one.
Yeah.
Christmas tree.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like green, so
that was a 6 as well, was it?
Yeah, I kind of think if I did green, it would be vetiver, but I would use a lot of naturals to make it. And my argument with green ones, if they're using primarily lots of aroma chemicals, you get a fake green smell. And that's what I've learned with green fragrances, which if you use vetiver, if you use naturals, violet leaf, real violet leaf absolute, you get a different green finish, you get something much nicer. Right. But whereas if they're assimilating ionones and sort of other green aroma chemicals, you get like a fake green finish. And that's what I don't like in green aroma chemistry, if that's what makes sense. Yeah.
All right, on to the last one, the Radox scent.
Yeah, that's not for me. But I think they're all right. Do you know why I like them? Yeah. On a positive, because I kind of think they smell complete. They smell like fragrances. They don't smell weird. They don't smell. They've been designed to be, again, mass appealing.
Wearable,
totally wearable, suitable for the office. I kind of think someone who's going to buy that is not kidding themselves that they're buying anything groundbreaking. I kind of think the person that buys that just wants to smell okay, wants something that's to go to office, unoffensive, but I don't think they're very exciting, and I don't think they are groundbreaking, and I don't think they're trying to be either. I'd be surprised if they were. Go on, tell me they're like 300 quid or something. Okay, time to reveal what they all are. Well, you pretty much got it spot on. Oh, okay. Because I thought, since it's been exactly 2 years, almost to the date, that we filmed our very first video in this building where we first met. Do you remember? That was Perfumer Rates Cheapies. Yes, I do. I uploaded that one. I thought,
might get a few views. I was in New York when it went live, and the views just went. I was like, what is going on? They love you. So I thought, let's go back to where it began and do cheapies again. So this is another cheapie video.
Right. Okay.
Okay. On the first cheapie video, so many people said in the comments, it would have been better if you didn't know they were cheapies because it influenced him. So I thought, right, this time we're going to do that. And he didn't know anything about these fragrances. Not only did you get that they were cheapies, you got the price of them pretty much as well. You were absolutely right with that. That is Bentley for Men Intense.
Okay.
You
Is
recognise
it the same
it?
perfumer? It's a woman. I'm so bad.
Is it Natalie Lawson?
I think
for that one.
Yeah. She does the black ones as well. They're a black cube, very cheap.
Right.
She's very good at making things very cheap. She's very skilled. That's her skill set. Yeah. So I can tell. I think it is. I'd imagine it's. Yeah. Again, I think it smells like £30 fragrance.
Yep.
Really well crafted, and I think for a perfumer to do that, I think I can do it.
It's good.
I want to do it.
Bit of rum, vanilla, bit of leather, so it's sweet, it's got depth,
wood.
quite potent,
Yeah,
woody.
yeah, absolutely.
And you were right, it's about 25 quid.
Yeah.
It's between 25, 30 quid, somewhere around there. It kind of fluctuates, but around about 25 quid for 100 mil. So
I wouldn't want to do that. I'd be limited into what, and I would lose. I love making stuff with the most expensive stuff in it. I get excited by that. I don't get excited by making stuff for pennies.
Yeah.
Not for me at all.
No.
But I'm in awe of people who can, to be honest.
known to be one of the best cheapies.
I absolutely agree.
We're not talking ultra cheapies like the Poundland fragrances.
No.
We're talking about around the £30 mark. Certainly none of them are more than £30 for 75 or 100 mil. Right, the next one is even cheaper. This is Ragbert Wood Intense. Gets a lot of positivity about how good this smells for the price.
Yeah.
You can pick this up for around 15 quid.
Okay.
And
it smells like a cheap.
When you say it's not groundbreaking, it isn't. But I think you're getting a lot of fragrance for your money. 15 quid.
15 quid.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Do you remember when I said if the price is down there, the price goes up?
Yeah.
So I think these for the price.
Yeah.
I always put the cost in. The first
Factor it into the overall.
Yeah. So I kind of give that one an 8. I give this one an 8 because the price.
Well, that's fine. That's your overall mark. I mean, you gave your marks based on purely the smell, so everyone knows what you think of them in terms of smell. But overall, as a complete package,
this smells like a cheap Perfume de Mardi.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, much cheaper than
totally. But it's not going to last.
Yeah.
I think if people don't want to wear their Perfume de Mardi all the time, that's cool.
So you weren't enamoured with this one. This is about the same price again.
No.
Don't know if it's available at the moment. It's a Zara fragrance.
Don't like it.
It's about 15 quid for 100 mil. Unexpected, fresh, spicy. Bit of tobacco, vanilla, a little bit of whiskey. I don't particularly get a lot of those things. I get this sort of blend of this woody sweetness, really. I like it, but again, it doesn't project much.
No.
It's not got that much character to it. It's nice, it's pleasant, it's good for a casual autumn winter work scent. And I think all of these pretty much, like you said, would work as work scents.
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah. Inoffensive.
Okay, the next one is Burberry London for 100 mil. This one, about 30 quid for 100 mil.
Yeah, not absolutely not for me at all. I've never liked this type of fragrance even before I was developing my own.
I should have shown the bottles as we were talking. Okay, that's the Bentley for Men Intense. That's the not 15 quid as well for the Wood Intense. Not a bad presentation.
Yeah.
Actually. So this is the Burberry one. It's got the nice little
I don't
Burberry
like
kilt
that.
on.
I kind of don't like that at all. It's I think quite headache-inducing, to be honest. And that's because when things become headache-inducing, it's because there's so much aroma chemicals and they're not sort of softening it with naturals. Now I think the best type of perfumery is when you have 70% aroma chemicals to really good quality naturals. I don't. So for me, it's not like. I don't ever care. I don't care about packaging. It's like whatever.
And then the last one is Mont Blanc Individuel. This one retails at £25 for 75 mil.
I think it's a nice gentleman's scent.
Yeah. This one is smells almost identical to Creed's original Santal.
Does it?
Yeah.
I've never smelled that one.
Yeah, I love that one too. I have it, and they smell so close. And the fact that this one is £25 and original Santal is more like 150, 200 pounds.
I think it's round, blue.
Yeah.
Up to date. It's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not for me at all. I mean, I love benzoin, patchouli, naturals, oud, rose.
Yeah.
Even if I'm doing something like that, I'm twisting something to it to make it interesting.
Yeah, none of these are heavy like some of your favourite styles of fragrance.
Yeah, totally, I agree.
But all easy to wear, great for the office, great for a casual wear.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with that you not only did you recognise the Bentley, you sort of could tell the price point of these as well from smelling them.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, I enjoyed that, and you impressed me again with picking out what they were. I need to try something harder that he doesn't. What can we do? What can we do for the next one? I'll try and catch you out at some point. Yeah, might be hard. Right, all right, thanks Aaron, brilliant. Hope you enjoyed that. Another cheapy video for you. Let me know what you think about these cheapy fragrances. These are some of the most popular cheapy fragrances on the market, yeah? Do you own these? What do you think? Are they worth the price? Do you think they smell more expensive than they are? And if you've got any recommendations for any decent cheapies, then do let me know, drop them down in the comments. All right, thanks Aaron. It was nice to be back in this place again.
Absolutely,
good to have you back in York. Thanks for coming over. I'm Chris. You're watching FRAG-MENTAL. Yes, Aaron is back again. Slightly different video this time. Aaron's been kind enough to buy me some presents from TK Maxx.
Yes.
We're going to unbox those, smell them together on this video. So to see our reactions, stay tuned to FM. Aaron has visited me today and he's come bearing gifts. So pass them over. Let's have the gifts. So you've been shopping at TK Maxx?
I think you're a classy man, so you deserve fast.
Classy fragrances.
Yes.
All right, did you enjoy shopping for these?
So I don't really know what I picked. The rules were that it had to be between 20 and 30 pounds.
Okay.
And it had to sort of be something, I don't really know quite, it was sort of like it was mainly the price between 20 and 30 pounds and in a box. So
kind of cheapies. Now, as we all know, at TK Maxx, or what is it in the States? Is it
TM Max?
Yeah, I can't remember. But you know, same kind of deal. Sometimes you can find gems. Sometimes you can find, you may have picked a discontinued gem that I've been looking for all my life. I don't know what's in this bag. Probably not. But it could be a great fragrance that is nicely discounted. Who knows? So we're going to dive into the bag. Let's just go straight in for it. I need to get my scissors for opening them because Aaron very thoughtfully left them in the very expensive looking TK Maxx packaging, which we've got to break into here. Okay, so the first one, it's a Calvin Klein.
Okay.
Obsession Night for men. Have you smelt this one before or not? Is this a new one to you?
Okay.
I've not smelt this.
There is a story behind Obsession. Okay, so years and years and years ago, I've always obviously loved fragrance, and there was a point when I was doing training and stuff where all my money, I never bought fragrance.
Right.
And there was a friend who had lots of money, and he used to wear Obsession. So I haven't smelt this since I was 18, so I'm 45. What is that, like about 30?
So, let me do the maths. It's a good few years.
Yes. Yeah. So this I bought because I'm really excited because I associated the original with somebody with lots of money. Okay.
Obsession Night for Men. You know, a lot of the time, Calvin Klein makes some nice, mass appealing fragrances. I know you weren't a fan of CK Shock from our cheapest video.
But this might be amazing. I want it to be amazing. I want to be amazed.
Yeah, I've got nice memories of CK1 actually.
I've never smelled that.
Yeah, whenever I smell that, I think it's a very simple, mass appealing fragrance, but I've got nice memories because it was one of the first fragrances.
I'm very excited.
Okay, Obsession Night for Men, rated by FRAG-MENTAL and Aaron Terence Hughes. Here we go. I'll do two cards, but you take that one first. Just smell them together. Doesn't matter who talks first. We'll just do it organically and see what happens.
Do you think it's a night fragrance?
Not necessarily.
No,
I think it has darker nuances. There's maybe some kind of like ambery.
There's amber in it.
Accord.
And it's a bit almondy. So there's an almond, which would be benzyl alcohol.
Yeah.
Gives that almondy, fruity feel. Cinnamon alcohol makes things smell pear-like. So it's a pear fruity top lift to it.
Yes, it's got.
I don't associate with this night.
So I don't know the note. We don't know the notes of these particularly. So we might say things that aren't in them or not listed anyway. But I quite like the bottle actually. That's a pretty
yes, I love blue.
swish bottle.
Yes, I quite like the blue.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's nice.
That is a cool bottle. So there is a fruity note to this. Is it? I think I'm getting like a.
Should I tell you what's on the bottom?
Yes,
like,
Ambroxan. Lots of Ambroxan.
Lots of Ambroxan, and there's actually something which is called, it begins with C. It's called like a cashmere wood.
There's something smooth in here, whether it's sandalwood or is it the cashmere that's smoothing it? Is it sandalwood as well?
It's cashmere wood mixed with some aroma chemicals that smell of sandalwood called Sandal Mysore. So it's Sandal Mysore mixed with the cashmere woods. So Sandal
Mysore is sandalwood from India, which is obviously it's a natural material, but is this synthetic?
This is a cheap synthetic sandalwood.
And what's the fruit in here? Can you get that?
It's like yes, it is. It's the pear. It's the cinnamon alcohol. So you've got cinnamon alcohol.
Yeah.
When you use cinnamon alcohol in woods pushes things towards a wood feel. When you put it in like fruit, it pushes it towards a pear fruity feel. And this is more towards a pear fruity feel. And the musk is a fruity musk. So this is a fruity. Musky. So there's no specific fruit note, but it's the materials combined that are causing this fruity accord. Yes. Very interesting. And then the musk, there's a musk in there, which is giving a round, soft feel to it. So there's a roundness to it. But personally, it's not dark enough.
No,
at all.
It's not. It's not a dark. It's not only a night fragrance, is it? It could be worn any time, versatile, any time of year. Simple, but quite nice. It doesn't grate on me. It's not obnoxious at all. Relatively smooth. It does smell, that smell you do associate with cheaper designer fragrances, but not, sometimes that can be done in a palatable way.
It's okay.
I quite like it. It's not, I would wear it, but it's not really exciting me.
Would you?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not disgusting, is it?
No, it's not. So it's not. So disgusting.
I mean, I would wear it because I wouldn't feel embarrassed to wear it.
No, not at all. So how much was it?
But I wouldn't feel.
20 quid?
So this was $24.99. This one.
Yeah. I think $24.99 is the right price for it.
Yeah, I do. So whilst I would wear it because it wouldn't embarrass me to wear it, but it's not afraid. A great fragrance for me is one that empowers me and makes me feel, great. Confident and assertive and happy. It gives me a spring in my step, and this is fine, but it doesn't do that. It's an air freshener.
I think it's boring.
Yeah.
I think it's, again, that linear with lots of aroma chemicals.
Yeah.
I would have loved some really heavy incensey.
Yeah. Incensey or a bit of leather maybe in there as well to darken it up for the night. Yeah.
It needs, for me, so the reason I got it is because it says night, obsession night, and obsession night makes me think of somebody in dark clothes, gothic, running around, that sort of like...
The Crow.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. And I'm getting...
The Crow wouldn't wear this though.
The Crow would not wear this.
What film star would wear this, do you think?
I don't know, but it's a little bitch fragrance. Little bitch fragrances are when they're saying, I'm this, but they're actually a little weak thing. And it's like it's an eau de toilette. It feels like an eau de toilette. Yeah, it's an eau de toilette. So it's really weak, but it's worth £20.
A little shower jelly, but
it's like worth $20.
This would be a great kind of fragrance for a young person, for 15, 16-year-old, maybe.
First job.
Oh,
it's perfect for your first job when you're 16, 17, 18 and you want something unoffensive which you blend in for £20, but it's not a going out fragrance, it is not a dominant fragrance, it's not a night fragrance. I actually think it's really summery, personally.
Yeah, I do. There's that fruitiness,
I don't think it's the night at all.
So I'm going to rate this, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
It's not, that's high for you, isn't it? I think it's fine, it's somewhere in the middle. It's wearable without being embarrassing, but it's not exciting.
No, I rated it a 2.
Okay, fine.
My reasons are, I always have to give my reasons. My reasons are, it's very synthetic and very boring and very dull, and it's not exciting me, not engaging with passion, and it's all right.
Okay, so a lot of these cheaper fragrances are going to have that. I know we always use
No, I rated it higher. No. I'm going to go back on that. So personally, I rated a 2. Professionally, I rated a 5. So I'm going to go 4.5.
4.5. So I said 5, you said 4.5. Okay.
I'm messing with your numbers again.
Don't worry. No, it's all right. Oh, we've got a Porsche fragrance here.
Let's do it.
Next one. So this is £14.99. Let's get into it. Right. Never smelled a Porsche fragrance.
I know, right?
Never smelled a Porsche.
Can you know me?
Well, there we go. I wonder if it smells like a Porsche. I doubt it.
Is this not exciting?
So it's Porsche, the mobile spray intense. Yeah, this is very exciting. And this is an eau de toilette.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. A lot of car manufacturers come out with fragrances. We've got Bentley and Mercedes and Jaguar. Ooh. You know what?
I quite like that.
I like that bottle.
Yes, me too. I didn't expect that.
What would you expect from Porsche in terms of design? I did not expect that.
Me.
That is
Yes.
10 out of 10 for design,
yes,
Porsche.
Yes, it's different.
That is cool. I hope the sprayer's all right on that, because it's kind of like that funny sprayer button. But let's try it out. But
we like the packaging.
We like the packaging.
Yeah,
we like.
We're not here to make packaging.
We like the presentation.
We do.
I mean, we can take the packaging and we can take it into account. But
I don't care.
Sprayer's good. Sprayer's good. We're all right. All right. So this has intense on the packaging. Let's see how intense it is. Ooh. That does have a little punch, little pop. It's got a little pop. Is that something like heliotrope or like a cherry almondy vibe? Maybe even yeah, I mean, it's quite a synthetic fragrance, but it's very mass appealing, I would say, this one.
So.
But thin, not much to it, not much depth to it.
This reminds me of a chemistry lab. There is no passion, there is no drive, there is no love. This is, let's put out a fragrance and let's sit down, let's have a look what the cheapest formulation is, and let's market it in nice packaging.
Yeah.
This is like an 80s fragrance, isn't it? It's like a Brute, like a Lynx, like a...
Yeah, like a... Well, I'd say a level up from those.
Do you?
Personally, yeah, I would say it's a little more interesting.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Fairly smooth blend to it.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
It reminds me of toilet cleaner, pine toilet cleaner, because they're using a synthetic pine. Okay. To give that lift, to give that excitement.
Yeah.
And it's a bit piney and a bit woody and a bit trying to be. This is like, I am a Porsche fragrance, but I'm costing £1. This is a Porsche on a budget from Lidl. It doesn't fit with the brand of Porsche. I don't like this at all. I'd say, and it doesn't necessarily fit with. It's very light and airy at the end, so they've used that ozonic. It's uplifting. It's got an uplifting feel. I'm not saying that's necessarily a positive. Well, I mean, not positive or negative, but it does have this airy, ozonic feel to it. So, how I feel, Chris, I feel this is nauseating chemical bullshit. Right. And I rate this a 2 because it's just smells like a Roman chemicals. There's no naturals. There's no passion. There's no drive. There's no beauty in it. Yeah. It just feels like a rehashed 80s formulation in. I really like the packaging. But it's not. It's something. It feels like things I've smelled before. It's not. I know what it smells like. Unique scent. It smells like a car freshener. This is what a Porsche inside of a Porsche would smell like after you've been to the and had it cleaned. Like one of those little hanging down things off the rear view. It does. Yeah, it does have that to it. Yeah. I don't mind that fragrance. I do. I prefer it. It's got more to it than Obsession Night, the Calvin Klein. That was, to me, the Obsession one was less offensive and actually was more palatable. And it was more, it didn't dry my mouth and fill me with dread. And it's not filling me with dread. I get a nice cherry tobacco little vibe with this one, I think. Yeah, I'm over it. And I would give this a 6 out of 10. Would you? Yeah. You're very generous, Chris. I mean, I don't think 6 out of 10 is that generous, to be honest. Air freshener mixed with a man. That smells like a leathery car to me. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly the marketing, which is we're Porsche, we have leather seats, we want a car smell. But bottle, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That is a really nice, sleek, and that would just fit in a suitcase, wouldn't it? As a little travel bottle. I love the way it's matte. Yeah, it looks, matte on the top. It's really nice. Yeah. Great design. Unfortunately, more money gone into the design than the fragrance, I think, on that one. In that shame. Mediocre fragrance. Yeah. What I said 6, you said 2. Yeah. Barely. Okay. Let's see what's in the goodie bag next. We got one more. Okay. We've gone cars. Okay. We've gone cars again. Mercedes-Benz VIP Club. RRP £48 down to the amazing price of £16.99. Do it. Oh god, this is different for. Do you know why? People are obviously nicking a lot of it. Yeah. Harder to break into the Mercedes packaging.
harder to. But we're in. We're in.
So, what do you think this is going? So, put yourself in the position of a marketing person.
Yeah.
You work for this brand. They've said to you as a perfumer,
Yeah.
it's VIP. It's expensive. It's Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
What do you feel that you would want this to smell like?
Opulent.
Opulent.
Wealth.
Expensive.
Bold. Assertive.
Yes.
Announces your arrival into a room. And people are attracted, draws people in, expensive.
Yes, expensive, middle-aged, a suit, beautiful car, nice house, young wife, divorced with children. That's what I would feel that this would aim towards as a person.
Yeah. Why divorce? What did he do wrong?
Because they didn't do anything wrong. I just think I think he's going through a midlife crisis and he's got a young girlfriend.
Okay.
It's all that. That's how I sort of feel about it. If you look at the packaging, it looks very blingy.
So,
and look at the man on the back seat. It's like.
So the man on the back is actually Olivia Cresp.
Right.
And he's the master perfumer behind this one.
Let's see.
Looking very, very pleased
suave.
with himself.
Very suave.
Very James Bond-like.
Yes. So I'm expecting.
Again, I think this is the way he's dressed is part of the marketing.
Yes, I agree.
This is described as a vibrant, spicy fragrance, a unique signature that lasts for hours with the same intensity.
Is it eau de toilette?
So that means it's linear. It's and a signature scent.
Okay.
When something's described as a signature, it makes me think it's going to be relatively safe.
Is it eau de toilette, eau de parfum?
This one is an eau de toilette. Yeah.
I'm over it already.
Preferred the Porsche design of it. It's all right. It's different, isn't it? Very Mercedes, I suppose. Looks like a phaser from Star
Doesn't
Trek.
it? I thought that. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah. I thought that.
Weird, bit weird, but not bad. Like the writing on the front. It's quite nicely. It's all right. It's not too garish, I don't think.
It's sort of where I'm thinking it's going. The design is a bit
infinite spicy.
Right.
I think it's just going to be a bit generic spicy, if I'm honest.
But
we will not form opinions until we have smelled it. A lot of juice comes out of that spray.
Yeah.
Okay. Let it settle. Let it settle.
Here we go.
Definitely
like
spicy.
it. I thought it was horrible.
Oh, it's quite abrasive.
It's really. I don't like abrasive, loud, screamy chemical sludge. And this to me is a chemical sludge. It's just this overload of screaming. There's no.
This smells. This smells a little bit like. What's it reminding me of? There's an accord here that's really reminding me. I've got an association.
So you were smelling eugenol, and eugenol is the cloves. You're smelling cloves coming through. If you think of a clove, that eugenol, that Christmas sort of thing coming through.
There's a slight smell of chemically electrical burning type. As a kid, did you ever one of those pull-back cars?
Yes.
And you pull it back, loads of times, and when the wheels span, if you didn't let it go on the ground, if you just lifted it up and let the wheels spin, it would generate this kind of rubbery, burny smell.
That is the musk. There is a musk that smells of hot irons, ceramic, and that's there with the eugenol. The eugenol is giving that spice, that cloves. Think of cloves.
I've got it. I've got exactly what the association of this is. When I was at school, there was a craze for something called hopper poppers. Yeah, and they were little domed, malleable plastic that you turned inside out on your thumb, and you waited, and it just popped off.
Okay.
And I played with those so much when I was a kid. They were the rage at school, and that rubbery smell of those. Reminds me of this.
So from a professional point of view, I can talk quite a lot about this. I don't know quite why I'm talking quite a lot about this when the other one was a bit blah. But this, I can smell the blend. It's very blended because all you're smelling is the spice and a few things, but you're getting a sort of around. It's very hard. The top note's really horrible. It's settled. The top note has died off a little, but it's not as abrasive as it was on the first sniff. So maybe it was a bit of alcohol. I don't know.
So it's sweet and spicy and safe.
It's a bit Christmas pudding. It's a bit fake wood. It's a bit fake wood, hard, ceramic, eugenol.
There's nothing that smells natural.
There's nothing at all, and I don't like it at all. That's why but I'm trying to find.
It's a bit weird, actually. It's a bit of a weird. It's not. It's not disgusting, but it's a weird smell. It's kind of like,
It's an air
what were they
freshener
going
smell.
for?
It's an air freshener smell.
Maybe
These
this
things
smells like the inside of a Mercedes.
I don't know. I've never been in one.
Hang on, are you supposed to spray these on your car seats rather than on your skin?
I hope not. No, it says at the toilet.
Oh right, okay.
To me, these smells.
Oh, the toilet for cars.
I don't know. These smells like a car. These smell like that. They've got that sort of. If you went to have your car valeted, and the smell of the valeting chemicals and the thing that they hang there, Christmas pudding thing, and they're mixed with all the solvents. It's really gross.
Yeah.
How disappointing.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Overly.
Yeah, a bit of a funny rubbery smell mixed with the spices and a bit of sweetness.
I don't like this at all. I think it's the worst one.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a 4.
A 4? We're very generous.
On my scale, it's maybe I'm a bit more generous. You've got a chemistry background, which you're judging it from as well.
I'm going to judge this from me.
Yeah.
If this was a master perfumer doing this, he did this on his lunch with one hand with an eye patch on, because this is like.
Olivia Crest wasn't wearing an eye patch on the picture on the bottle, but
yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they blindfolded him just for fun.
I don't know.
It's not VIP.
It isn't VIP.
This is not the VIP.
It's not opulent.
No.
It's not beautiful.
No.
It's not a wealthy man.
You want this to almost smell like royalty, with it, Mercedes-Benz VIP. I think there's scope. Maybe there isn't, because that's why they don't release them. But I think there's scope for one of these luxury car brands to release a fragrance that
opulent, beautiful.
Hey, there's one. Should we add one more into this?
Yes.
While we're talking, because we've done a couple of car brands. I want you to smell one.
I want to say one thing about this.
Yeah, sure.
How I feel about this.
Yeah.
So I'm very emotional driven with when I smell stuff, because I want the best. When I smell stuff like this one actually makes me feel nauseous, and it's a proper gut-wrenching, vomiting feel. And this makes me, if I was to smell this a lot, it makes my head hurt, makes my eyes hurt, makes my soul hurt.
Yeah.
And it's just so chemical, vomit-inducing sludge that pleased that I'm leaving it here for you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. I will make good use out of it.
Yes.
Right, so we're going to do one more.
Okay.
We're now smelling Bentley for Men Intense.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Better. It's different, isn't it? It's like completely elevated and different.
Yeah, it's another level, that, isn't it?
Yes, totally.
Yeah. Which is why it's in my collection.
This, your taste is really, I think
I've got a very wide, broad. I do gravitate towards gourmands.
Yes, you do. And woods and
deeper, darker fragrances.
Yes, you do. So I could tell this was a sort of thing that you would like straight away. It's like it has opulence to it. You
Very
like the same thing. You like the wood rounded with balsams, rounded with a little bit of tobacco round. Yes, you do. You're really easy to understand because you have a definite thing in your head.
So this, to me, has a lot more depth than those fragrances.
It's beyond, like, those to me are chemical.
I want this smell in that bottle.
Yes.
Although, the presentation of that, hold it in your hand and feel the cap, and I think that is reflective of the brand of Bentley. I think it's nice. It's a good solid bottle.
Packaging.
So this is a little boozy.
Yes.
Yeah, which I do like boozy, and I think there's some leather in here as well.
It smells to me, right? If I think of an expensive man getting in a new expensive car with an expensive wife who's had cosmetic surgery, with expensive children going to a private school, with poodles in the back that have just been to the grooms, this is what I would think he would smell of.
Poodles would love this scent.
Do you know it's called the opulence and that roundness?
Do you know what I think is giving the opulence? The incense.
It's just lovely.
It's got some incense
it's wood.
in it.
It's frankincense. It's the frankincense coming down to sort of sandalwood and cedarwood and balsams, and it's very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
How much is this?
All right, so the prices we're looking at here, so natino.co.uk, £27.67.
Okay, so...
For a niche smelling fragrance,
So, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to, for all your lovely viewers who want to spend, who perhaps don't have hundreds of pounds to spend, but want to smell like this, smelling like a couple of £100 is to get this, because I think this is excellent.
Yeah. Aaron Terence Hughes approved.
Yes,
Bentley for Men Intense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very. This was the first one out of everything where you've surprised me, and also, Chris, it gives me hope that there are companies that are putting well-crafted stuff that's not expensive out there.
And you should smell some of the other Bentleys as well, because they've got some more in this line. There's a darker one than this. Also,
are they all about the same price?
Yeah, I think so. Now, the interesting thing about Bentley is you can pick them up at discounters for pretty low, for under £30. But if you go into a department store at like
Debenhams,
Harrods, I think Harrods. But yeah, no higher end department stores. Like I know that they stock them in Phoenix, or they did last time I was in there, and they're selling them at full retail, which is pushing £100, I think. Yeah. For 100 mil, but you would not, you would go into a store like that, you would smell it and you'd think that is worth it, if you didn't know that you could buy it for so cheap online.
So I don't think it's worth 100, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't think it's got masses.
I might be wrong on that. I know it's definitely a lot more expensive than you find it online, but I think it's definitely getting up there in the price. Yeah.
It hasn't got masses of longevity. It hasn't got masses of projection, which when you get above, so when you get above £100, things should last, things should project, and things should imprint. Yeah. And that hasn't quite got that. But I think for 30 quid.
You know what? It lasts well. It's not a beast, but it lasts okay.
I think it's lovely.
I love the booziness of this one.
I think it's lovely.
There you go. Well, I'm glad I introduced you to a scent.
I am too. I am surprised. I was losing all hope.
Well, that's my present to you from not the bottle, because I'm keeping it. Yes. But my present to you was introducing to a scent that has surprised you pleasantly.
So which one did we like the best?
Well, we like the Bentley best, didn't we? But out of those, the Porsche one for me. Porsche I like best. Yeah.
I like the Obsession one the best, only because it was about 20 quid, and it was sort of unoffensive. The other two are but like a bit.
Okay. Okay, yeah, fine. Great. Well, slightly differing opinions, but that's the fun. That's what makes the world go round. There we go. Quick, different little video. I loved that. I enjoyed it. I realised that I've not really smelled with you on camera before like this, so I really liked it. We'll do more of these things, yeah. Maybe pick up some even cheaper fragrances.
Let's do it.
Who knows? Yes. But thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Thank you for watching, and if you've tried any of these fragrances, let us know. I know there's a lot of lovers out there for Bentley for Men Intense. Let us know if you have that and you enjoy it, and if you like this different style of video with Aaron, then let me know, because we'll do more of these if we get some positive comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.